In the middle of an Iranian public square, a giant banner goes up. On it, a massive image of Baphomet, the goat-headed occult figure often associated with satanic symbolism, towering over four world figures: Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, Mohammed bin Salman, and Jeffrey Epstein. Above them, in bold letters, "Down with pedophiles and killers." What is going on? Photos of the banner began circulating online, quickly spreading across social media. The design is dramatic. Baphomet is shown as a puppeteer, holding strings that appear to control U.S. President Donald Trump, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. The message is clear. Iran is portraying these figures as part of a corrupt, amoral global network, manipulated by dark forces. It's bold, it's provocative, and it's designed to grab attention. The inclusion of Epstein is especially striking. Epstein's 2019 death in U.S. custody and his connections to powerful elites sparked years of conspiracy theories and public distrust. By placing Epstein alongside Trump, Netanyahu, and MBS, the banner appears to be tapping into global anger about elite corruption, framing them all as part of the same morally corrupt system. It's psychological messaging. It doesn't just attack political rivals, it attacks their legitimacy. This isn't new for Iran. Large anti-US and anti-Israel murals are common in major Iranian cities. Public art has long been used as political messaging, especially against perceived enemies of the Islamic Republic. But this design stands out for its shock value. Using Baphomet, a symbol heavily associated with Western occult imagery, adds a layer of theatrical symbolism. The banner appears amid rising regional tensions. There have been reports of increased U.S. military positioning in the region, ongoing friction between Iran and Israel, and renewed debate over Iran's missile and nuclear programs. Meanwhile, the U.S. has redeployed its biggest aircraft carrier, USS Gerald R. Ford, from the Caribbean Sea to the Middle East. This comes after U.S. President Donald Trump warned on Thursday that Iran will face a very traumatic outcome if no deal is reached within a month.
Your meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu yesterday, has your thinking changed at all as it relates to these negotiations with Iran,
we have
or
to
the
make a deal.
timeline with Iran?
We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't want that to happen, but we have to make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time, and they got Midnight Hammer instead. And this will be very traumatic for Iran if they don't make a deal. Look, if they don't make a deal, then it'll be a different story. But we had a very good meeting yesterday with Bibi Netanyahu, and he understands, but it's ultimately up to me. If the deal isn't a very fair deal and a very good deal with Iran, then it's going to be, I think, a very difficult time for them in the back. I guess over the next month, something like that. Yeah, it shouldn't take, I mean, it should happen quickly. They should agree very quickly, yeah.
The USS Gerald R. Ford will join USS Abraham Lincoln in the Arabian Sea as tension mounts in the Middle East. So what does this banner really represent? A bold act of defiance, a calculated propaganda move, or a reflection of how global politics is increasingly fought through symbolism and spectacle? One thing is certain, it worked, and people are talking about it.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.